Hey everybody, welcome in to another Mystery Fifth Hour presented by McCurry Van and Car Rental with a new location coming soon. To my immediate right here in his USC dunks is the Lance Taylor.
Fight on.
Fight on. As we record this, we're getting ready to play a late night game against Arizona. You feel good about that?
I do. Jaden DeLaura is a quarterback that can make plays. I don't know what's going on with USC's defense, but I think USC wins going away.
Going away. That is a rock star.
How you doing, man?
Not playing this weekend. Kid duty, he says.
Only for the whole weekend, though.
Only for the whole weekend.
Yeah, so
it's your child.
Really excited about that.
Your spawn. And Jimmy Dunaway, who's seeing clearly this weekend, he says. Seeing clearly.
No visions on USC Arizona, but energy level high.
Energy level high for your weekend?
Oh, for the Mystery Fifth Hour.
Oh, okay. High energy level from Dunaway. We got high energy Dunaway here, buddy. It is the Mystery Fifth Hour. Look at old high energy Dunaway over there. I am Ryan Brown. McCurry Van and Car Rental brings you the show. Local rental company you can depend on. All kinds of vehicles to choose from, including trucks, SUVs, and passenger vans. They make it easy to rent. They get you in and out fast. Locations in Athens, Muscle Shoals, and Huntsville. Also in Coltman on 2nd Avenue Northwest. Big update. Coming soon to Tuscaloosa, Skyland Boulevard. Call and reserve your rental today. 256-559-1003. That's 256-559-1003 or McCurryRentals.com. That is McCurryRentals.com. Thank you for joining us. Give us a thumbs up, please, on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and set your alerts so you know when we are live. You can follow us on all social media at Next Round Live. This is audience submitted right here. And it is the Hollywood Reporter doing their top 50 television shows of the 21st century.
Okay.
So the last 23 years, the top 50 TV shows, exclude streaming,
we're
obviously.
going to go into each one.
So
Every
does somebody say
single
this? So Sopranos started in 99, 98.
Yeah,
99.
so it carries over. As
Okay,
long as it aired
okay.
during this 21st
So
century.
no Hill Street Blues.
There is no Hill
No
Street.
St. Elsewhere?
Thank you to Ashley for submitting this. So we're going to go in depth on it here. Now, here's how we're going to start this. I don't want to get bogged down in all the non-top 10 stuff. So I'm just going to do like 50 through 40, 39 through 30. And if there's one that jumps out at you in each of these ones, just feel free to chime in after I get done, okay?
Okay.
And then we'll really spend some time on the top 10 here. So here's 50 through 40. Sex and the City, Avatar: The Last Airbender, which was a Nickelodeon cartoon, South Side, comedy and FX, Vita, which was on Stars, Underground Railroad, which streamed on Prime, The Crown from Netflix, 44 is The Leftovers from HBO, 43, Anthony Bourdain, Parts Unknown, that was on CNN, 42, Station 11 on HBO Max, 41, Beef on Netflix, and 40th was Insecure on HBO.
My God, who didn't make the list? I mean, that's some shitty shows.
Yeah, well,
It's amazing how few I've heard of.
I watched 3 of the 10.
Yeah, I think I've watched 5 of the 10, but I gave all of them up outside of The Leftovers, only when I finished.
Leftovers should be higher than
And I still don't understand The Leftovers.
Leftovers was fantastic, though. That of
Right.
those 3, my favorite. I stopped Crown when we changed Queens. I knew it had to happen.
I stopped Crown early.
I'm in the middle of it. Don't say it. They changed Queens, though?
Yeah, you
I
gotta
like
watch
some
those
boring
now.
shit, but that was like beyond it.
Oh, I thought the end of season 1 and season 2 were really good on The Crown.
Right.
And Sex and the City, I enjoyed all the way through it because sex.
Of course you did.
And
That's
You
in
know-
the city. It's
City
in
life.
Bessemer.
All right, you know what?
You
is
say that no homo, right?
You know what is incredible? What is incredible? I don't guess incredible. Y'all know me. Of these 11 I just read, I have not seen a single episode of a single show.
Not surprised.
Not a single episode
I'm
of
a
any one of those
little.
shows.
Well,
Last
I take
Airbender, I
my.
thought something
What?
you'd watch.
I would have thought The Crown. I would have thought Jennifer would be like, "Hey, let's watch this."
I think what's the name of the hot one? The royal thing that, not Bridgerton.
Bridgerton.
No, the other one.
Downton Abbey.
Yeah, Downton Abbey. I think when everybody was on board with that, and they're like, if you love that, you'll love The Crown. I think she suggested it. She might have watched the episode and didn't like it.
Oh, it was good.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I tapped out of
Downton
that
Abbey?
though. Yeah, Downton Abbey.
Well, I was
was
talking
good.
about Crown. I think she
moved
watched Crown.
faster than Downton Abbey did, but I enjoyed Downton
Does
Abbey.
it pick up where Downton Abbey leaves off?
No, it has nothing to do. Either one.
Nothing. There's no connection whatsoever.
Well, I think it's
One's about.
It's about the
Queens.
royal family.
same
One's about
island.
the royal family. Yeah.
Yeah, same height.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same accent. How about that?
Yeah. All right, so y'all are good with that one.
I'm great.
Okay. All right, here we go. 39 through 30. Here are the 30s. These are the top 50 television shows of the 21st century, as voted by critics and Hollywood Reporter. These are critics, not fans, critics. 39, The Deuce on HBO.
Nope.
38.
Real quickly on Leftovers. I can't just let that hang. He says
Okay,
he
please.
liked it, loved it, and didn't understand it. Basically, our existence on Earth is both heaven and hell. Earth is what we make it out to be. It's heaven.
Did you just Google this?
No. I just was.
The best is
I thought he Googled
the people
it.
that didn't speak and they smoked nonstop.
Yeah. So I just feel like it's
a great show.
No, that's
dark.
what Earth is. That's what human existence is.
So I thought Leftovers was post-apocalyptic. Is it not?
No,
okay.
like 8% of the population just disappears one day.
Oh, like the Rapture.
The Rapture.
It's like
It's called to heaven. Yep.
You're left with you don't know what happened to it, and it goes from there.
All right, now I've seen more of these for what it's worth. Number 39, The Deuce on HBO. Number 38, Band of Brothers on HBO. Number 37, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, CW.
Never heard of it.
Number 36, The Shield on FX. Number 35, Chernobyl on HBO. Number 34, Jane the Virgin on CW. I always think of Dunaway, like when I say most of like a lot of these, like Jane the Virgin, I'm certain.
CW, he's got a lot to it.
I'm certain he's seen it. Number 33, Orange is the New Black on Netflix. Number 32, Veep on HBO. Number 31, Fleabag on BBC.
Oh.
I'm going to make a prediction. We stop here for a minute. Number 30, Game of Thrones HBO. That's number 30.
God. Look, I know they didn't stick the landing, but my God, that is a top 10 show if I've ever seen a top 10 show. Every one of their, really starting in season 1, the production was just incredible. It was like a movie every single episode.
It was.
And there was a lot of characters. I know that's why Rocky stopped watching it. It was tough to keep up with, but once you got into that rhythm, it's just an incredible show. But I want to go back to, do you have anything on Game of Thrones?
Oh yeah, it's easily one of the top 10.
It was my number 1 for a minute.
Television shows of all time.
All time, and there's the critics here are saying it's not even top 10 of this century.
And LT's right. To me, it is. Some episodes are a movie in itself, and some of them are, hard to watch television, but just leaves you hanging on the edge of your seat. An amazing show.
Yeah, single, isolated episodes. I think they probably have 3 of the most shocking television moments of all time. Yeah. And some of the characters, they're immortalized.
Is strapped and being held hostage, and then the 2 women come in and seduce him, and they have a threesome, and
then they cut his junk off.
Yep.
That's
how that
didn't
make the top 10, man.
Yeah. He's reek. But Luganbill and I talked about this on Spitting Luke's. The new golden era of television really began with The Shield. And The Shield was
number 36
cutting edge. Yeah. First episode, they shoot a cop in the head on their team and kill him.
And that's on FX, too. Yeah, that's not even on streaming. That's on basic cable.
It's basically corrupt cops. And it was the edgiest TV in its time. So this was 2003, 2004, but they pushed the envelope on FX. And they had the disclaimer, viewer advised, all that kind of stuff. But it was the first to really get out there. And it's really good television.
Chernobyl was really good.
Too long. I thought they
went tapped out.
Yeah, I thought they went 1 episode too long.
Depressing and hard.
Episodes.
Oh, very. Well, but I think they could have been done at 5. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, very depressing.
Orange is the New Black was fantastic for the first 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, tapped out after that.
Never saw it.
Fantastic. It drug on too long. Veep start
fantastic.
to finish is
Veep
unbelievable.
is really, really good.
Is it already done?
Get into it. I don't know why.
It finished 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Unbelievable.
So there was a guy from Samford, went to school at Samford, that was her. Do you know the actor I'm
She was
talking
the
about?
body person. Yeah, he was the body person.
He was the body
for the
person.
vice president.
Yeah. Pretty big part in that.
Yeah. He's a very big humor character.
Right.
And then Fleabag, I know you guys would probably hate it, but it's only 2 seasons. So well done. It's a British comedy. Fleabag's one of my favorite. It's only 2 years, one of my top 10 shows of all time.
Yeah, Band of Brothers to me, and I know with movie critics and TV critics, the war stuff does not do well. But I think it's the definitive war production ever. And I know it was only 9 episodes, so.
It's so good. I've got it on DVD.
It is
I've got the
incredible.
largest DVD collection out there. Nobody has.
You really do,
But
yes.
it's in the 10 box, like the collector's edition. So funny. I walked into a random bar downtown last night, and somebody was like, "Oh my God!" This dude was like, "You look just like this guy in Band of Brothers."
Right. Had you ever seen Damian Lewis in anything before that?
Yeah, he was in a Stephen King. Rockstar, help me out. What was the Stephen King movie? Oh my gosh.
He was in
Dreamcatcher.
Dreamcatcher.
Yeah, Dreamcatcher.
Where an alien comes out of your
He's
butt.
one of the actors that blew me away. He was British.
He was great.
They blew me away. He was British.
Okay.
You got to.
But he was really good in Band of Brothers.
Yeah, they got to the end of Band of Brothers and they were doing all these interviews and stuff, and he sat down for an interview. I'm like, That dude is British. I had no idea.
He could have been prepping for another.
Oh, and Yellowstone better not be in this top 50. But the Beth Dutton, she's British. So when you see her in interviews.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
So far, we've done 20 shows, and I've seen 8 of the 20.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is 29 through 20. These are the top 50 shows as voted on by critics, TV.
Game of Thrones blows
critics
me away.
at Hollywood Reporter. Number 29, Broad City, Comedy Central.
No idea.
Number 28, How To with John Wilson on HBO. Number 27, Parks and Rec on NBC.
Yes.
Never seen an episode.
Number 26, Battlestar Galactica, Sci-Fi.
Hell,
Are you kidding
whatever.
me?
I am serious.
Love the original as a kid.
Number 25, Review, Comedy Central. Number 24, I May Destroy You, BBC. Number 23, Survivor on CBS.
Not enough seasons.
Number 22, Better Things on FX. Number 21, Deadwood from HBO. And number 20, Peep Show from Channel 4.
The only one that I was in from start to finish, bad movie though in the end, that just came out a couple of years ago was Deadwood.
Deadwood's fantastic.
Just a one character, Ian McShane, portraying Swearingen was great. I didn't like I like Timothy Olyphant a lot in Justified. I didn't like
not
him
in Deadwood, though?
No, I was hoping that Swearingen would cut his throat.
The series was already done, and I was looking for something to watch back in our radio days, and you recommended that, and it was so entertaining. That's one I need to go back and watch.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like the language, not as he says, cunt, which is a strong word. He uses it all the time, but it's more the Shakespearean.
Right.
Like it's really thick verbiage, but it's so well done. It's so violent. It's so raw. It's probably how the Wild West really was.
Right. It's not glamorized cowboy.
No.
It was just hard to survive.
Yeah, and they look like they smell. I mean, there were a couple of women they did up a little bit, but you could tell they were still rough around the edges.
Parks and Rec, you had to.
I tried it.
You had to get the characters
developed.
And much like The Office,
And,
once you get the characters, it's
Andy
a lot
Dwyer is
better.
one of the best.
That's what
characters.
everybody told me. And Jennifer and I tried to watch Parks and Rec. And I promise you, we gave it a full season and just didn't. I couldn't do it.
Did you get Rob Lowe? Did you get Rob Lowe on it?
Was it season 2?
Yeah.
I don't know. We did full season, and I'm like, if they haven't developed enough for me to like them by now, I just don't think I'm gonna like. There were some funny moments, but just overall, we just didn't like it.
Well, because you compared it to The Office.
Maybe that's it. Well, that's what everybody compared it to. I mean, Jim just did it right there.
I know.
It's
Well,
like
that's
The
what's
Office,
like
yeah. So I don't know. I mean, this is, I guess, it's a good thing I'm leading this discussion, not participating as much. 50 through 20, I have seen Band of Brothers, Chernobyl, and part of Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
My gosh.
10 of 30 for me.
Yeah, well, I may be learning some.
No,
new stuff here.
there's some good stuff in there for you guys to
yeah?
circle back to. Absolutely.
All right, here's number 19 through 11, and then we'll spend more time on the top 10. Rectify on Sundance is number 19. Friday Night Lights on NBC, number 18. Halt and Catch Fire from AMC is 17. Number 16, we'll come back to this, Breaking Bad, AMC. Number 15, Atlanta on FX. Number 14, Enlightened on HBO. Number 13, 30 for 30, the 30 for 30 series on ESPN. Number 12, The Americans on FX. And number 11, The Daily Show from the Comedy Channel.
The Daily Show in front of Breaking Bad.
Who all has hosted The Daily Show? Can you think?
Craig Kilborn.
Started with Jon Stewart, though, didn't
No, Craig Kilborn was the first.
Dildo.
No, I think you're incorrect. I think it started with Jon Stewart.
I thought it was Jon Stewart at first.
No.
Did he take over from Craig
Jon
Kilborn?
Stewart took over for Craig Kilborn because Craig Kilborn got his own show.
Right.
And then after Jon Stewart, you had Trevor Noah. When I tapped out, I think Jon Stewart was the best.
Jon Stewart was fantastic.
I watched
yeah.
The only
every
one I
sing-
liked.
Yeah.
I watched every single night when Jon Stewart was on. Then when Trevor Noah, I gave it a year and a half, and I just could not.
I wish Swearingen could get a hold of Trevor Noah.
Before Colbert moved to the late night show, he came on right after that with the Colbert Report, right?
Yes.
Right.
That
He
was hysterical.
He was
a
a correspondent.
reporter.
So was Steve Carell.
right.
And
spun off.
Ed Helms.
Ed
was
Helms,
correspondent
yep.
for Daily Show. So it's just really, Jon Stewart, that was one of the best ones. And I wasn't a big Craig Kilborn fan, but he was the originator of it, I think.
I'll tell you, eye on ball, we've all seen Breaking Bad. I mean, Breaking Bad
never
to
finished
not
it
be in the
yet.
top 5 is insane.
You don't know who's in the top 5 yet either.
I know.
Wait till you see
Well, I
that.
mean, I know one that's good. I know 2 that are going to be in the top 5
Yeah.
for sure. I was going to send you a text. I have not seen this list, but you guys have got to give me. I mean, Breaking Bad,
No.
it's flawless,
Oh,
and there
yeah.
was never really a bad moment up until the season finale or the series finale when you could say, you know, the trunk moment was a little over the top, but outside of that, everything was perfect.
Yeah, I have no complaints with Breaking Bad. I'm 100% with you.
Yeah, he should have brought a grenade in instead. I know he wanted to spare Jesse, but it was kind of a roll of the dice. Anyway, bring a grenade in, kill them all.
I enjoyed Friday Night Lights, and I enjoyed The Americans as well.
I stopped Friday
I've
night.
seen American.
Have you not?
I haven't seen one episode.
I liked Americans. It was just one of those where
I tapped out.
I tapped out, and I really don't remember why now. Do you remember why you quit?
I know why I did. This is true story. It's weird, but so Bethany and I, my ex-wife, used to watch it, and when we got a divorce, was like it was going into the new season when we had separated. So when I moved out, I just stopped watching, and I never went back.
I forgot where it was on.
Yeah,
I know what channel it was on.
I will tell you, the final year, it got really good again. You know how
Did it?
it wanes.
Yeah.
Most shows wane as it goes on, and how good it was the first and second year, and then it started going down. And then it was going to be their final year, and the final year was really good. The conclusions were really good.
Yeah, Friday Night Lights, I watched until, spoiler alert, Coach Taylor took the college job. And then I was like, oh, this is stupid. I'm out. But you told me he only keeps it for like half a season.
He comes back to high school and coaches at a rival high school.
That was one of those where I liked the TV series much better, actually, than I liked the movie.
The movie was good, but
I like the TV series.
For some reason, and now LT will not think she's hot, but the wife in Friday Night Lights, Coach Taylor's wife, smoke show.
Oh my God, Connie Britton, smoke show. That's right up there with your Steffi Graf.
I knew he was going to bring up
I'm
Steffi
telling you,
She's
first season,
beaten with a stick.
First season Friday Night Lights, she could cook my mashed
So
potatoes.
you
anytime.
think
my mashed
let me ask you this:
potatoes?
Britney Spears in her prime or Connie Britton?
I would take Connie Britton. There's more depth there.
More depth.
Yeah, she looks like a Thompson girl.
Yep. What a shot. All right, here we go. Here's the top 10. This is Hollywood Reporter. They had TV and movie critics do
Favorite
their
30
top.
for 30.
My favorite 30 for 30 is
30 for 30 doesn't even compare to Breaking Bad, by the way.
What's your favorite 30 for 30?
the June 17th. Is it June 17th? Is that the date? The date where OJ goes on the run and all those things are happening at once.
So that's your favorite one. I have never seen that one.
You've never seen that
Not-
one?
I mean, I
you know why
lived
you
it,
would
but-
like it? You know why you like it? Because it's got a lot of
Al Michaels?
no. It's got a lot
Behind the scenes of the
behind the
NBA
scenes of like
announcers.
Bob Costas is on the court and they're going back and forth to the news and the NBA Finals, and it's during a
Showing you
commercial.
off the camera.
Yeah, no, it's during a commercial break, and Costas is like, "You guys are gonna have to all right." So we're doing. I'm going to Tom Brokaw. Okay, so I bring it back and I go to Tom Brokaw right away. I mean, it's just it was just such complete chaos.
I like there's a series that's on National Geographic called A Day in America. Like
Right.
they do a 9/11 one.
Yeah.
They do JFK being shot. Those type things. I do love those things.
Pony Excess is fantastic too. The one on SMU. I always like that one.
And
The U was good.
the
Yeah.
second one, the U is the U, and the other U one is good. But the two Escobars.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's the only one I've seen.
Yeah.
That and the
It's so
broke one.
good.
My favorite part on the SMU one on Pony Excess is when he's sitting with the, I think it was a governor who was on the board of trustees, and it's our guy, what's his name? The news,
I know you're
the
talking
sports anchor in Dallas. He's so good. It's this legendary sports anchor, and the guy's like, I never signed any paper saying anything like that. And he's got the paper and he slides it over and goes, is this your signature? The guy puts his glasses on, looks at it in his face. He's just like, okay, he's got me on this one. Yeah, guess I'm screwed. All right, so here is number 10 through 1. This is from Hollywood Reporter, TV and movie critics rating their top 50 television shows of the last century. We've already had some controversy. We're going to go a little slower in the top 10. I'll see if you've seen any of these. This one, number 10, always rates high in this stuff. I have never watched an episode, but it is BoJack Horseman on Netflix.
I've watched 2, 3, maybe 4 years, and it is very well done.
Right?
But I don't know how many seasons it is or how many I've watched, but it just gets redundant after a while.
I'm
After a
just
while, it's
animation completely turns me off.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Family Guy is really funny. It's not on this. I'll go and spoiler alert. It's not on this
South
list.
Park's one of the best shows of all time.
Yeah. I've never watched a ton of South Park, but Family Guy is really, really funny.
it's really good to start with
Yeah.
because he's a talking horse, animated talking horse, but
Oh, it's animated, so it's not really a talking horse?
he is
Well, Mr. Ed was a talking horse, you son of a bitch.
What a dumbass show, by
he's
the way.
a star who's on his way down, and he's got some money, but he's also an asshole. So
Right.
it's pretty humorous.
Okay.
Voiced by Will Arnett, I believe.
Yeah.
Can you believe Mr. Ed was probably, there was probably years it was the #1 TV show in America.
Probably.
Number 9, Freaks and Geeks, NBC.
Never
Anybody?
saw one episode. It's one of those
Nope.
things that
All right.
is a cult following.
Yeah.
Got canceled too quick. Launched Seth Rogen, Jason Segel,
James Franco.
Franco.
Yeah, the chick, Linda Cardinelli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Aren't they getting back together, like doing
this
Freaks and Geeks something?
here's what I don't like about critics.
Apatow,
I think
I think.
critics are on a lot of times and they know what they're doing.
They're trying they try to.
But I think once something becomes kind of cool in the critic arena,
Right.
they jump on board with that. Like, I've never seen Freaks and Geeks, so I can't really judge it.
Yeah.
But I know it, like Rockstar said, it's got this cult following, and it's so cool to say, man, I cannot believe they only did one season of this thing.
Right.
And on the flip side, if it's very popular with the public,
I think
they're
they like it
being
less. Yeah.
contrarians, like in the gambling world.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, if the public likes it this much, as a critic, I can't like it.
That's right.
But like if we have one season of stuff that can get on this list, if the Mayor of Easttown is not on this list, if True Detective season 1 is not on this list, we got issues.
Okay.
Okay. Just
It all goes back
Lance is warning me on issues we
with
have.
critics. It all goes back to, I always bring up the Radiohead OK Computer album that came out in '94, '95. Rolling Stone said it was one of the worst albums of all time ever released.
Wow.
Awful. And then
and then they'll double back and say it's
20
great.
years later, it made top 100 albums of all time.
It's like The Shining. In 1980, critics panned it. They hated it. Shelley Duvall was up for a Razzie. I think she won it. And her performance wasn't great. But that movie is so incredibly shot, so suspenseful. Stephen King even hated it, but it's a great movie. But now critics, back then they were like, it's awful. And now they're like, it's the greatest horror
One of the
movie
greatest of all time, yeah. Number 8, Girls from HBO. Dunaway would be the one that has seen this.
Watched
What's the
every
hot chick's
episode. I can't remember any of the names.
It's a bunch of liberal whores, right?
They're just women in
Is that the
city.
tagline?
No, I think that's it. Like, they don't shave their underarms, right?
One girl doesn't shave her underarms.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It was
Amherst. Amherst.
What's the storyline? Sell me on it.
Just growing up as a woman in a
Okay.
big
Yeah,
city.
I'm not going to iron his shirt.
Yep.
You do it.
Number 7, another one Jennifer and I started, went a long way through, and never finished. Better Call Saul, AMC.
So good. I know Rockstar's a little stronger on this. I
did-
am. I would put it in my top 10. I wouldn't have it better than Breaking Bad, but it's right there.
I liked it. I didn't like it as much as you guys.
The first season, it was harder to get into in the first season than Breaking Bad, but once you got into it, again, I've said it many times, it's one of the only shows that I would sit and watch and would not even look at my phone because the writing is so well done.
It was.
Breaking Bad just got me because of the damn cough in the first.
Yeah.
But you get
Give me the actor that plays the brother. What's his name?
you talking about Hank?
No.
Dean Norris?
Plays the brother on Better Call Saul. Plays his brother.
Michael McKean.
Michael McKean.
Yeah.
And just, that was one of the most incredible acting jobs
Well,
I've
I mean,
ever seen.
his versatility
incredible.
as an actor. People
Yeah.
forget that was Lenny, as in Lenny and Squiggy
I
from
know.
Laverne and Shirley.
I know.
Spinal Tap.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, he's great on those mockumentaries. He's hilarious, but in that role as Chuck, he is phenomenal.
Yeah, and that is one of those shows. When it got to the final couple of seasons, like, you're so on edge every single moment.
Yeah.
It was.
I think we'll
incredible.
eventually finish. I don't know why.
It's well deserved to be in the top 10.
Okay, number 7 right there. You never watched it, did you? Number 6, Reservation Dogs on FX.
Nope, never heard
No
of
idea.
it. Well, I've heard of it,
Got
never seen
nothing.
it.
Not Reservoir Dogs.
Reservation Dogs. I at first thought it was Reservoir Dogs, but then I'm like, that's a movie. That is
They
not
like
a TV show.
They'll go to, it's a bunch of dogs, they'll go to Olive Garden, and they'll go to,
You have a table for 6?
yeah, they'll go to California Pizza Kitchen.
Sure, got a reservation.
Yeah, it's the same thing over and over.
All right, here's your
Doggy
top
bags at
5.
the end.
Here's your top 5. I know. What'd you say?
Doggy bags.
Here's your top 5. I know from being with all of you guys, we have all, at least one of us has seen all of these in the top 5. Number 5, this is Hollywood Reporter doing their top 50 shows of this century as voted on by critics. The Wire, HBO. Number 5.
Thought that they would put this at number 1.
Really?
I probably would have it in my top 10. It's great. I think it lost a little momentum after the Stringer Bell
Yeah.
situations, but I mean, I thought it was great. I mean, I've seen it twice through, and
I gave it an attempt. There was a before HBO Max and HBO whatever. There was a thing called HBO Go.
I remember that.
Online.
Yep.
And I remember everybody told me how good The Wire was, and so I hit play, and I watched a full episode, and I was like, I am so lost. This is it was like 48 minutes, and I was like, I don't know how there is this is a flashback, a flash forward, or whatever. They started me off on like season 3, episode 8.
Oh, so you didn't even know where
and I
you
was like,
were. You're right in the middle.
I'm not going back.
but Omar Little is one of the greatest characters ever.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, and I mean, I thought it was. The problem is the production quality is not good.
It is.
Who is the gentleman who helped people get off. He sits in the courtrooms and he draws in the first episode.
That's Stringer Bell.
It is?
Yeah.
Yes. I only watched one
That's
episode.
Idris,
the episode you watched.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba, yeah.
Really
it is
good.
shot.
Good episode.
It's shot really dark. Is that what you're talking? I mean, it is.
Very gritty.
Yeah, very gritty.
Yeah, but I mean, if you go back, it's kind of like The Sopranos, and I know we're coming up on that. It's like The Sopranos season 1 to season 2. The production quality is so different. It's like The Wire. They just didn't want to put money back into it.
Number 4, 30 Rock, NBC. I think you watched 30 Rock. I've never seen it.
Never seen it.
It's nowhere
Only comedy.
near this high.
Only comedy in the top 5.
Yeah. So it's being called the best comedy.
I would
this
assume,
century.
yeah.
So that
Best
means-
comedy of this
So
century.
that means The Office did not make it.
The Office is not on here, and that is shocking to me.
Well, I think it goes back to what
British
you
or
said
American, either one.
about the contrarian. I'm surprised they didn't throw the Brit.
Just to be like.
Because
the
you're
snob
right,
of
this
everybody.
contrarian. Like I think The Office is really good. I didn't love it as much as most people, and I've only seen about a third of the episodes. But I think this is because every teenager in America loved it.
Here's your top 3, and I am going to make a bold prediction here. There's going to be zero controversy in this group among the top 3. I don't think you've seen them all.
I've seen the top 3, and I have not. I don't agree with one.
Okay. Number 3, just finished Succession HBO.
Oh yeah,
I loved it.
I got no problem.
You
with
didn't
that.
watch it though, right?
We watched 3 episodes. We really liked it. It was just one of those things where we just could not get back into it. Like
Yeah.
I think we watched 1 or 2 or maybe 3 episodes, and I think Nancy didn't like it as much as I was like, this is it's dark. I like it, but I just never went back to it.
So my ex and my kids are watching it right now together, and they're in the final season, and they all absolutely love it. I think it is a top 3 to 5 show of all time.
I've already seen it twice all the way through.
I think a good test of a good show is.
When there's somebody like Alan Ruck, big times you won't respond to it.
Well, yeah, that's right. Guy used to come on our show. Won't do
He's
it anymore.
so good as
But
Connor.
my thing was going to be when you look back at a show and you say, all right, name the great characters from that show. And Buddy on Succession, just go.
I mean, Roman
is phenomenal.
I hated Shiv. I know
But
Dunaway
a
loved
great
her.
character.
But yeah, I mean, she was perfect for that
Yeah.
role. I mean, Logan was great. Connor was great.
Yep. Greg is phenomenal.
Oh, Greg and Tom.
Greg and Tom are great.
It's maybe the best
And then
dynamic in all of television.
Yeah,
those
you
two.
didn't even name Jeremy Strong. I
Yeah.
mean, I thought that was a great. I mean, it's
Kendall.
just Kendall. I mean, there are so many great characters in that
As
show.
a side note, since Dunaway did it under his breath, can we get one day you do your top 10 smoke shows of the 20th century?
Did you just go smoke show?
no.
Shiv?
I like women. I like
women.
I like women. Okay, Jim likes.
But
them
you
all.
don't think Shiv's hot.
There was
He likes the power.
I
He
like
likes the
power.
fact that she
season
would-
1 or 2.
Dude, she looks like Philip Seymour Hoffman before he died.
At least it's before.
Yes. No, Dunaway likes the fact that she'd tell him to shut up and go iron his own shirt. I think he likes
Oh,
that.
she would.
And she would too in a heartbeat. Number 2, The Sopranos.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. I still have 2 episodes left. I just didn't finish it.
Oh,
my
wow.
gosh.
So you got all the way to the 2 episodes?
Because now I know how it ends.
Boy, that is just the tip right there.
Everybody was talking about the ending.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it. I like the comedy.
Yeah, but I still think you should watch it to see how you interpret it.
But now it's been like 3 years. I got to
Yeah.
go back.
But I want to tell you this: David Chase said he did die.
Yeah.
And
the
that's
restaurant
the
blew
Restaurant
creator.
blew up.
Yeah.
You know the restaurant blew up now. You only
No, the restaurant didn't blow
Oh,
up.
everybody died right there at the end. Whole show's over. Black.
To me, it's the best of all time. It's close, but it's the best.
I'm looking forward to watching it again a second time.
So you watched it all the way through, Sopranos.
the way through,
Yeah.
What do you think of Edie Falco?
Smoke show?
There was the time.
She was Nurse Jackie too.
There was the time.
She was a prison guard in Oz. I can't believe Oz didn't make this.
Did you think it is not? Did you think? What is Christopher's girlfriend's name?
Adriana?
No,
Adriana.
Not my type.
Oh,
Okay.
I liked her.
What about?
She is actually.
She's trashy.
She's launched a OnlyFans.
Yeah, I saw that. What
No,
about?
she hasn't. Mm-hmm.
How old is
Holy
she
shit.
now? How old is she now?
Is she not married to Shooter Jennings still?
No, they got a kid together. I don't think they're married anymore.
How old is
Holy
she?
shit.
She's got to be in her
Close
late
to 50.
40s, almost 50.
Yeah.
Did you like Meadow?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Big Meadow guy. Did you like Meadow?
I mean, I thought she was a good character. I didn't like AJ. I thought he was awful.
Yeah, I never liked him either in the ones I watched.
Did you ever see the dinner scene where they're eating spaghetti at the house? It's every.
Every scene, yeah.
It was every Sunday night. It was just part of their routine.
Spaghetti night.
Oh, wait. So let me think for a second.
What do you think? You know what number 1 is, right?
Yes.
All right. So
I
this
don't.
is the top 50 from Hollywood Reporter TV shows of this century as voted on by critics. What do you think is number 1?
Let me think. Go.
What do you think is number 1? You know it. Do you agree with it?
No.
Okay. Rockstar knows it, does not agree with it.
Oh,
I don't
give
think
me a
y'all would agree with
second.
it either.
Oh, I think I do. I'm
Really?
fine with it being number one. I mean, you could make an argument for some of the ones we've already talked
So
about.
it's not a comedy because you've already said that.
It is not a comedy. I
So
will-
Modern Family not in the top.
Modern
50.
Family not in the top 50.
Crazy.
This Is Us didn't even make it either.
This is us.
I was
not
talking
in the top
to EG
50.
last night about television, and she's only watched like 3 or 4 series, but Modern Family was one that she
Yeah.
watched.
Modern Family's funny.
amazing.
Until the kids
done.
hit puberty, till the little boys
Right.
hit puberty.
And then the big mouth Hispanic chick,
Yeah,
Sofia
you
Vergara.
never liked Sofia Vergara. Yeah.
Yay!
Oh my gosh. Well, give me a little hint. I mean, well, I'm missing something here.
It might be.
Used to have a bell rung all
Used
the
to have a
time.
bell rung. It might be the most mentioned show on
I
this
would have
show.
gone Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
A bell rung.
Yeah.
It ain't Saved by the Bell.
No, when we do it, Rockstar would ring a bell.
Well, you said
Oh, Mad Men.
Mad Men.
Mad Men's number one.
Mad Men is number one.
then.
I got no
AMC.
problem with this.
I don't either.
It's my top 5.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have it number 1, but it's
I mean,
great.
again, to Rockstar's point, it might not be. It is. I'm fine with it being number one. I could make an argument for Sopranos or Succession or a lot of these, but Breaking Bad in my case, Mad Men easily. I'm fine with it being number one.
It's almost interchangeable. I always thought it was going to be, regardless, it's going to be Sopranos. It's almost like they
know.
make it 2 or 1 because nobody's going to care just as long as it's 2 or 1. But they've omitted a lot of stuff.
But again, do great characters for Mad Men. That test again. I mean, Don Draper is a great character. Roger Sterling is the best character on the show. I've got a friend-
It's good really supporting characters. I mean, I think, I didn't like, the first time I watched it through, I didn't like Don Draper.
You didn't.
But I think John Hamm is one of the best actors out there,
So
and he
good.
just doesn't do enough stuff.
He's
Yeah.
in the new season of Morning Show.
Yeah, and he plays.
Is that worth watching again?
This new season I haven't as much liked. He plays a good character
The
though.
last episode was really good.
Is that the helicopter episode?
It's the one after that one.
Okay, I haven't watched that yet.
So how many in?
They throw back during the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
What they all did during
Yeah,
the pandemic.
gotcha.
It's a good episode.
I had a buddy that argued Pete Campbell was a great character. I was like, I hated Pete Campbell.
No.
He goes, exactly. You're supposed to hate him.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember when Clay Travis was doing a Saturday show on NBC Sports Radio.
Yeah.
And I used to go on.
Big time.
I was on every Saturday with him. And I remember we did an episode on the most hated characters of all time. And King Joffrey and Ramsay Snow from Game of Thrones. But Pete Campbell was right
Awful.
there.
Awful.
I mean, Pete Campbell.
Could not stand him.
But, his
Just a
character.
Weasley. I mean, just such a weasel.
But his character made a little comeback. I mean, he was really good at what he did.
Yeah.
And there is that element in Cells that you've got that Weasley guy that's good at
there's
his
no
job.
doubt.
And he was really good
I
at
did
that.
not like Duck at all. Could not stand Duck. But that again,
Duck was terrible.
There again, that's the guy you're supposed to
Yeah.
hate. It's like they really made the characters you're
I
supposed
didn't,
to hate good.
and I didn't like Elizabeth Mawson. She's a great actress.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about her either.
Yeah.
In fact,
Peggy.
I was when she changed jobs, I was pretty happy because I thought we'd see less of her.
Well, she just had too much pent-up aggression towards Don.
Yeah. Did you like January
Didn't
Jones?
like that Don got away with this and Don was doing this. Well, Don built your fucking company.
Did you like January Jones?
No.
Yeah. You didn't.
I thought she was hot.
Yeah.
But she was a bitch. She was miserable in life.
Well, I mean,
was,
her
but she was
husband was cheating on her left and right.
Yeah,
I'm sure she was
She
miserable.
cheated on him.
She didn't know that for the most part.
No, but she cheated on him early
She
in
knew
the
that.
show.
She knew that 100%.
She cheated on him multiple times.
You couldn't trust her to fix the air conditioning. You couldn't trust her
Right.
to take riding lessons without
Yes.
sleeping around.
Yeah.
I'm just
Or
saying.
they
I'm sure she was
apparently make a phone
miserable.
call.
Tell me what I was going to ride in my riding lesson.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a miserable marriage. I'm sure she was miserable.
She was a little loose too.
Yeah.
Don, he plowed through him.
No, gosh, yes, he did. He never had a shortage. Did
No, he did not. And I bet that's real life John Hamm.
30 Rock is the most overrated, Game of Thrones, and Veep the most underrated on that list.
Yeah, I would agree. I've never seen 30 Rock, so I really can't say that. But I do know that Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad were the most underrated. And I can't believe Luther didn't make it from the BBC.
A lot of stuff didn't make it.
Yeah,
I mean,
if you guys have not seen Luther, check out Luther.
The
Man,
morning
it's
show
great.
didn't make it. What's it called? Stranger Things didn't make
Yeah.
it.
Oh, wow.
Downton Abbey was really well done.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not for everybody. but
You know
it's
what? I
really
mean, really, you do have a point, the contrarian thing, because Stranger Things is so unique.
well done.
And it's like anything teenagers liked, it's like we're just not going to put it on the list.
well, there you go. Thank you, Ashley, for submitting that for the Mystery
Thanks,
Fifth
Ashley.
Hour.
Happy birthday.
Is it Ashley
Great
Smith?
job. Yep. Great job. Thank you, Ashley. It is
Kitty cock.
Hollywood Reporter Top 50 television shows of this century. We are presented by McCurry Van and Car Rental, the local rental company you can depend on. All kinds of vehicles to choose from. That includes trucks, SUVs, and passenger vans. Easy to get in and out, easy to rent. Locations in Athens, Muscle Shoals, Huntsville, and Coleman on 2nd Avenue Northwest. And big update coming to Skyland Boulevard on Tuscaloosa. Reserve your rental today, 256-559-1003. That's 256-559-1003. Or McCurryRentals.com. That's McCurryRentals.com. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Make sure you've subscribed and set your alerts on the Next Round YouTube channel. And follow us on social media at Next Round Live. Thank you for joining us on the Mystery Fifth Hour.